Did you know that many people confuse bipolar 2 disorder with borderline personality disorder? This confusion can lead to misunderstandings about treatment and support, so let's dive into the differences between these two mental health conditions. Today, we're tackling a topic that's super important in the mental health community: bipolar 2 disorder and borderline personality disorder, or BPD for short. Both of these conditions have overlapping symptoms, which can make it really tricky to tell them apart. But understanding the differences is crucial, not just for those who are diagnosed, but also for their friends, family, and mental health professionals. So let's break down what each of these conditions looks like, why they matter, and how we can better understand them. Now, let's talk about the common misconceptions surrounding bipolar 2 and BPD. Many people think that if someone has mood swings, they must have bipolar disorder, and if they struggle with relationships, they must have BPD, but it's not that simple. This oversimplification can lead to people receiving the wrong diagnosis, which affects their treatment options and support systems. For example, a person with bipolar 2 may experience depressive and hypomanic episodes, while someone with BPD often has intense emotional responses and fears of abandonment that can lead to unstable relationships. It's vital to have accurate diagnoses so that those affected can get the right help they need. Misunderstanding these disorders can make it harder for people to find the right support, and the stigma around mental health can further complicate things. Let's dive deeper into the characteristics of each disorder. Starting with bipolar 2 disorder, individuals typically experience episodes of depression and hypomania. Hypomania is a milder form of mania where a person might feel unusually energetic, more productive, and incredibly optimistic, but it usually doesn't result in the severe consequences associated with full-blown mania. On the flip side, during depressive episodes, they might feel hopeless, experience fatigue, and lose interest in activities they once enjoyed. Now, looking at borderline personality disorder, it's a bit different. People with BPD often struggle with emotional instability, which means their feelings can shift dramatically in a very short time. They could feel wonderful one moment and then suddenly be overwhelmed by intense anger or sadness the next. This emotional roller coaster often affects their relationships since they may have a deep fear of abandonment. People with BPD can also engage in impulsive behaviors, which might include risky spending, substance abuse, or self harm. While both disorders involve mood changes, the patterns and triggers are different. Mood swings in bipolar 2 are more episodic, whereas in BPD they're more chronic and tied to interpersonal relationships. Understanding these nuances is really important for recognizing how each disorder impacts a person's life. So, what are the critical differences between bipolar 2 and BPD? One major aspect is emotional regulation. People with bipolar 2 experience changes in mood primarily through episodes, while those with BPD have ongoing emotional dysregulation that can lead to intense feelings of emptiness and difficulty in maintaining stable relationships. This brings us to mood swings. Bipolar 2 mood swings can last days or even weeks, while BPD mood swings can change in a matter of hours or even minutes. Another key difference lies in how individuals relate to others. For those with BPD, relationships can be extremely intense and unstable, often swinging from idealization to devaluation. In contrast, people with bipolar 2 may have more stable relationships, although their moods can still create challenges. Understanding these differences can help in providing appropriate support and treatment, which is super important for anyone struggling with these conditions. Additionally, another difference is in self-image and identity. Individuals with BPD often experience a distorted self-image and chronic feelings of emptiness, which can cause them to frequently change their goals, values, and sense of who they are. On the other hand, those with bipolar 2 might not experience such drastic shifts in self-identity, though their self-esteem can fluctuate depending on whether they are in a depressive or hypomanic episode. Another point to consider is impulsivity. While impulsivity can be seen in both conditions, in BPD it is often more pervasive and tied to efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. For example, someone with BPD might engage in impulsive actions as a direct reaction to fear of losing someone close to them. In bipolar 2, impulsive behaviors are more likely to occur during hypomanic episodes but are not necessarily linked to fears of abandonment. To wrap things up, we've explored the differences between bipolar 2 disorder and borderline personality disorder, highlighting how they manifest in emotional regulation, mood swings, self-identity, impulsivity, and interpersonal relationships. It's crucial to recognize these distinctions because they can significantly impact diagnosis and treatment. By understanding these disorders better, we can all contribute to reducing stigma and supporting those who are affected. Have you had experiences with bipolar 2 or BPD that you'd like to share? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any other topics related to mental health that you want to see in future videos, let me know. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more mental health content. Thank you for watching.